My name KiFromJerome. That everything in the name for. I'm from Hunter Park section, North Philadelphia. I'm from Jerome Street. You can find my music anywhere you get your music at KiFromJerome or Lord KiFromJerome. You can find it on either one. Mama want me home, but she want me to follow rules. She said when I leave out that I gotta take my tool. And if I got it on me, she ain't letting me back in. I put it down and I got shot, I ain't gonna put it down again. I'm on NYC, still got that bitch with me.
So shit, talk about the origin of your name. Where your name come from, bro?
Shit, that shit all there. Like growing up, I was just Kai. I wasn't never Lil Kai. And I'm from Jerome Street, so that's it was real easy for me. And I started off as Lil Kai, cause to a lot of older people, maybe that's who I was, even if they ain't calling me Lil Kai. That's all I felt like that's who I was. So that's where I got the name from. But over the course of the last couple years, I decided to drop it because I honestly never needed it in the first place.
They put like a little more like confidence.
Yeah, I'm just here. Yeah.
You know, because everybody used the Lil and they just Lil Uzi, Lil this, Lil that. Like everybody Lil.
It's not original.
Yeah, right. It's just like somebody just throwing in front of the name just to make it look a little.
No bullshit.
You feel me? But talk about the life before rap and all the music, like growing up in the Hunter Park area. How was that like?
Yeah, I guess that shit was like that shit could be described. It's just regular shit anybody go through in the urban communities. Same shit you might have grew up in, you know. But just speaking generally on me, I ain't like growing up. We ain't really had too much. We ain't had too much. We grew up Section 8. We get welfare, just like a lot of other people may. Shit was hard. Shit was tough. My mom had me when she was 16 years old. So, you know, that shit killed herself. By the time I was 10 years old, I already got 2 other siblings. So, shit was real tough. We struggled a lot. We grew up in a household, 13 people, it's 5 bedrooms. Regular ran down block in the neighborhood.
So shit, you talk about the growing up. What's some like the temptations, like you could say was like some of the biggest temptations growing up, like being from Philly?
Shit, not having a lot of head you want and everything. And you know, a lot of people that's around you naturally they got sucked into the same things they trying to suck you into. The environment will just do that to you. Nobody seeing too much, or the things that they is seeing is not close enough to grab.
Right.
So they don't even try to. A lot of people scared to fail, so they don't try too much of anything. And you know, just try and get the things that you may naturally crave coming from not having a lot. You would turn. A lot of people see the streets as a that's just the easiest thing you can turn to get a lot of things you may lack, a lot of resources, whether it's money, whether it's like a lot of people gain confidence running around in the streets. Like I know personally myself, I did. I wouldn't say I gained confidence from a lot of positive forms running around in the streets, but nonetheless I gained confidence. And as I start to see as I start to see more positive things and just more period in life, I could start to put forth my foot to just doing more positive things. Like it's not really my fault. That's what I chose.
Right.
I did make the decisions, but there was a lack of options, you know, or lack of information to what other options there were, and that's the story for a lot of other people. So I would just say, like, even people that come from here that feel like it's people that if they made it, then anybody should be able to. I just ask a lot of people to have like more patience and understanding. Actually, how hard it is to overcome the mindset of being from where we from. Like, it's not like maybe you can do this, maybe you can take the initiative to be better or want better for yourself, but sometimes it take a lot more than just like it take a lot to even get to that point for certain people. Certain people don't just wake up and be like, I hate this life, like let me make a change for myself. Some people wake up in the morning and say, I hate this life, let me go live this life, let me go make somebody else hate theirs type shit.
Exactly.
Cause it's just easier, and some people need a lot more help to overcome.
So shit, you talk about getting shot a lot in your songs. I see you got your scar on your arm and shit. You don't mind talking about that? Like, how's that experience like?
Shit was pretty traumatic. You know, like I said, I gained a lot of confidence running the streets. I put a lot of energy out in the world. That's if you know anything about energy, the shit you put out, that's what you receive. And like honestly, to like, and at this point in my life right now, I have no hatred in my heart. Well, actually, I do still have. I'm working towards that. Actually,
that's what matters.
But yeah, like it was traumatic. It was traumatic, but at that point in time, I wasn't where I was now. So of course, I still was living in and by the rules of the streets, and still trying to maintain a reputation and the reputation that I had for myself, the same reputation that helped me build the confidence that I had, that I have. And I continue to build on a lot of bad decisions that I'm still trying to make up for to this day. You know, I had a lot of dreams about this shit. I don't really have too many now. I feel like I healed from that situation. Like, it happened. That's a part of my story and my journey. It's gonna be for the rest of my life. But I'm like, it was a traumatizing situation that I could say I'm not really too traumatized about in this current moment. So I learned a lot of things in the streets, but in this moment, one of the things that I didn't know until I actually stepped back from it and started to learn more about life, actually read more, just encounter more people, other people that haven't ran around in the streets, or just people that got a whole different perspective on life. I seen how big my ego was, and I've been learning how much, like, the bigger your ego get, the more it need to feed itself, you know. And I realized, like, damn, I was real big headed, and like that's the thing is all, like, everybody think they big and bad, but it's always somebody that's bigger and badder. And that's the cycle of the streets. Like, the ego is what run wild in the streets. And I learned that not even to take the streets out of the whole play, not even running around in the streets, having a big ego could lead to a lot of ruins in life, period. And just from me understanding how big of a part my ego played while I was running around in the streets, and how bad it could have ended for me, it make me want to be better in other aspects of life. That's a big lesson that I learned.
So how you feel about Philly drill music reaching its peak right now? Like, you see a lot of artists getting hundreds of thousands of views. They like so-called running the streets with the drill music at its peak. What's your point of view on that? Like, how you feel about that?
Shit, man. It's a wave. I don't really got too much to say about it. Like, it's a wave. Waves die, and I feel like a lot of these artists that's doing this drill music, if they making any kind of money off of it, or Yeah, if they make it, because that's the only profit I see. Like, there's nothing else you profiting off of. You putting a lot of negative
Besides
energy.
death.
Yeah, you putting a lot of negative energy in the world through music. And it seems like it's just a chase of fame. It's just a chase of fame. And I would just say just make a plan for yourself. Well, I just hope that they have a plan for themselves outside of this shit, because like this can't be their life. Like when they 30 years old, 35 years old, I don't know how if they popular now, I don't know how much more popular or less popular they'll be when they 35 years old still rapping about this shit. I don't even know how they gonna feel about rapping about this shit when they 35 years old. You feel me?
You got families and kids coming up after you. Like,
you got kids running around in the streets. You got kids running around. You trying to save from the streets, but you still want to be rapping about shooting and killing niggas. No, it's like it's no value in life. Like that shit is supposed to be like a last resort, you know. The streets was about money at a point in time, and I feel like it's just losing. Maybe like we didn't make this shit. We didn't make the game at all. Like not even the niggas, not even the elders that ran around in this shit. None of us made this shit. It's not meant for us to succeed at all. But I just feel like they putting themselves in a deeper hole. They putting the streets in a deeper hole because it's just gonna be more and more death, and death only lead to more death unless somebody become strong enough mentally. If it's not just one person either, it gotta be is a like majority rules. It gotta be a group. It gotta be a group decision to be bigger than that shit. You feel me? And I understand that there's a lot of people that's not there, because I know what it took for me to be here, you know. And if I didn't have a future as bright as I see it now, then I don't know where the fuck I'd be. Because that's a major key in me wanting to change my life. Actually seeing that I got hope. Other than that shit, and a lot of people don't got hope. So I understand. I still got empathy for these people. But I just hope one day they grow. And with a lot of pain on you, it's definitely hard to grow past it. But you know, that's a hope of mine.
So like, what's the talks like now with mom? Like, as far as like versus how they used to be when it was more her like on your back about stuff, like trying to get you to change, versus now when it might be like the talks is kind of like a relief. Like, how is them talks now?
She just trusts me more. Like she trusts me with my own direction of life, you know.
Right.
We don't like, honestly. If I'm being honest, we have a whole lot of small talk. We ain't been having that many deep conversations. Like I learned a lot from her. She a strong woman. I wish she didn't have to be as strong. That's what I work for.
Right.
But I know she can handle. She can hold her own. She can hold her own, man. She's a real strong woman. Great person, great human being.
So how big are you on family? Like being with family and like
that's a real big part of my life. It's a whole lot. I got a whole lot more work to do, and I wish I could get it done. I wish I could get it done sooner, so I could start building a bridge to bring us closer to where we were. Because of the distance that was created. Like after I got shot, I chose to distance myself from them, because I didn't want had a drama that came along with me. I didn't want to have that too close to them, even though they still was in the neighborhood.
So shit, what you feel like is probably the biggest misconception about you, like that people may not understand about you, like?
Oh, people said I couldn't dress because I wasn't getting dressed. People said I couldn't dress. I feel like that's a real huge misconception, because I can actually dress, but that just never was it's not hard to put things together if you can find them. It's not hard to put it together. It's just that never was a thing I was worried about. Like, I'm not. Why do you care about? Why you worried about me? You hear the music I'm putting out. Why you worried about how I dress? Like y'all. I and the thing is, a lot of Philly people actually can't dress. Like, they just all recycle the same clothes.
And that's crazy because I think we got a nice swag. Like, the swagger about us is just like the way we carry ourselves.
Not even just the dress, just us.
Yeah, it's just like the way we carry ourselves. You can't do nothing but respect it. Like, we got that hustle in us. We got that, you feel me, that hard body. We come from a city where it's like, it's hard to be yourself. Like, so when you can actually be yourself and make it through the shit a little bit, like, it make you feel a little bit better. Like,
that's hard. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Being comfortable enough to be yourself in a city where everybody just they just want everybody. That's the world, though, bro. Like, everybody want to be accepted so bad, they scared to be themselves because you just so unique. You such a unique. Everybody is unique, and they scared to be themselves because it's a trial, it's a project. They don't know how people gonna perceive it. And the world's so shameful. The world's so shameful. That's another thing too. Like, the world's so shameful. If the world wasn't so shameful, everybody wouldn't have a problem with being themselves, because they wouldn't care how people see it, because they know they wouldn't be getting shamed about any differences. But you know, the world is shameful, and people are scared to be themselves. And as people grow on their own journeys, as long as they're able to live long enough to experience their life, they eventually they'll become more comfortable with being themselves.
so shit, talk about how you got into rap. Like, when you start rapping, like,
I've been rapping my whole life. Like, music a huge part of my life. I started taking it serious. At 3 years ago, like a little after I got shot, after I recovered. I wasn't even really taking it serious then. I just was putting it out to the world, like on DSPs, making videos and shit. If that's considered taking it serious, then that's when I started. But I didn't see myself being here when I started that, you know? It was just it was a hobby. I was just expressing myself, and I decided to put it out, and boom. Now I'm KiFromJerome Street. Everybody, a lot of people talking about me. Soon to be more, and hopefully more, cause this the jump start of me feeding my family and providing for my family, and eventually, continuing this legacy that I got envisioned for myself.
so talk about one of your first videos, at least on your YouTube, First Degree. Like, who was Lil Kai at that point in time? Like, at that moment?
I was a total different person. If you even just watch that video and look at me then, or look at me now, you can see, like, I was really just trying. I was trying to find myself, man. I might have been looking for some help. Like, I ain't want to be in the position that I was in. I don't really, like, I actually can say it is some people that I know that love doing this shit. And at some point in time, I could see that I was there too. Like, I was in love with that part of the journey. But then, like, around that time, I don't know if I really was. I don't know if I was still loving. There might have been some days where it might have been some shit that was like, this fun, or this what I want to do type shit. But I ain't want that shit, man. I was running around my fucking head chopped off.
Sure, so let's talk about one of your most viral tracks, fucking Soul Tie. I mean, famous line from that joint, I'm a dickhead, I agree, I'm a dickhead. Like, what was going through, like, what was the process of making that joint, you feel me? Like,
I probably made that song I probably wrote it in an hour, recorded it in like 30 minutes. It just was a song. I just threw that shit together. It's still not one of my favorites, honestly.
I just feel like it's just like the rawness. Like, yeah, I agree, I'm a dickhead. Like, I'm and it's like when you from the city, like, so many people can like relate to it. On some nut shit though, like, you feel me? Like, they can relate to it. Like, I'm a dickhead. Like, I do dickhead shit. Like, I agree. Like,
I've been there.
I can't leave the streets alone, and some people still can't. Like, you feel me? But for people that can actually get the opportunity, like, it's some people, if they had the opportunity, they would change. And there's some people that got the opportunity and still don't change, and then it's to the point where as though they don't get to the level they really want to reach because they they can't get out of the.
I wish
end.
Yeah, I wish everything wasn't so final. I wish everybody had more than one opportunity, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't get more than one. A lot of people don't get opportunity
get
at
no
all.
opportunity. You feel me?
Yeah, and it's sad. It says, but that's another thing. I wish people just take more advantage of their life. Like I work like every day, even when I don't know what it is that I need to be doing. I'm finding something to do. It was a point in time where I was only focused on music. Like I just want to make the best music. I'm gonna go to the studio. I'm gonna make five songs this day. I'm gonna make 4 songs that day. Right. And I wasn't even doing no videos. Like if you pay attention, I got 70 songs, like 20 videos, probably less than that. And you know, I had to learn that it's not just like this is my profession. Like it's not just the music about this shit. It's a package deal. And that's why I actually took the initiative to start showing people that I can get dressed, even though it's not really that important to me. Sometimes it do feel real good, but it doesn't make me. You feel me? But I get to go where I gotta go. That's something that I had to do. It's something I had to put up with. But what I do want to say is like people gotta make the best of their opportunities. Like a lot of people might not see waking up as an opportunity, but that's the biggest opportunity of them all.
So shit, talk about getting signed by the Morris Twins. How was that experience like?
Yeah, you know they from the next on the block over from me.
I didn't even know that. See?
Like they me growing up, we ain't had too many experiences together, like close to none. But I knew who they was even before they knew who I was. They was going to the league way before time. So. Like that's kind of big. That's kind of big. Them coming back, showing some love to the hood. You know, giving the opportunity. Like, and not saying I'm not gonna say everybody don't deserve an opportunity, but a lot of people not putting their foot forward to get themselves the chance to reap these opportunities. But me, I can say I did that for myself. And still, I can say it's other people that have did it in the past that haven't gotten the opportunity, but I did do that for myself, and they gave me an opportunity to better my life, better the lives of my family, and they might not know it, but I got plans of taking it way further than that, like not just bettering the lives of my family and friends and their family, but I want to help people. I want to help people on a way further level than that. I got tons of ideas of how it will look, but I don't got the slightest idea where I would start. So I try to do that in my music, but that's just like I said. That's real. That's a small impact. I guess I'll figure that out as time goes on. But that was real. That was a real big opportunity for me, and I'm sure they know that we talk about that. I appreciate them niggas a lot for giving me that opportunity. But now it's all on me.
So let's talk about the project. What you got coming for the fans?
It's a beautiful project, if you ask me. Me being the one that heard it months in advance, I could say, and I love music. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to have a wave in music. I'm trying to get the best back to music, you know. So I put a lot of work, hard work, a lot of experience. There's a lot of growth in this project. And I think if it's seen by the world, if it's seen by the broad masses, even if this project not considered a classic at the 5 years down the line, if this project not considered a classic, this is just a stepping stone for me, and I'm 10 steps ahead of this curve.
What you feel like make this project stand out from all the other projects or like singles that you put out before? Like what make this one stand out from the rest of them?
Like I said, I just think it's a lot of growth. Like I think if this stand out, all of them do, you know?
Right.
I feel like for the people that been watching me from Jerome Street till now, like even like this is a series. It's been a series. This shit like a book to me. It's really my life, you know. And the people that grew with me, watch me along all the stages of this real short career of mine. I feel like they appreciate it as much as I do because of that one simple fact, the growth, how far I came, being able to look at all the things that I did in my life and be bold enough to state them exactly how I do. Accept me for where I am and me being able to accept me for where I am in this journey, and speak it as loud as I did. It just means a lot to me.
So you got 6 songs on the project. You feel me?
I know people. I know people was probably expecting more.
Yeah, you sent that joint to me. I gave it a listen. You feel me? And I like it, bro. Like it's definitely like a change in like the way you talk. Like you feel me? Like coming from like you said, fuck Jerome Street. You know, it's like thanks to Jerome Street, you changing. Like it's like a bigger picture kinda. You feel me? So what you feel like? You feel me? For me, I'm gonna say track 1. But for you, how you what song you feel like your favorite track off the project?
Track 1 might be high. I can't really remember them all, but. Overprotective, One Feel Love, and Thought They Never Changed. Probably my 3 favorite.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like they just real mature.
Right.
They just real mature. But just if you look at the other songs, it's like that's a hard say. That's a hard say. Like it's 3 other songs on there that might be people favorites. Right. You know. So I'm gonna just let the people choose that. But I think it's a beautiful group of songs. I think it's a lot of substance. I think even though it's 6 songs on there, I think you shouldn't just listen to it one time and think, damn, this is a great project.
Right.
I want people to live with it. I want people to let that shit live with them, resonate within them. Take that shit wherever it take them. Like just listen with an open heart and let that shit take you wherever it is that it's going to take you to. Don't just yeah, and I know I'm a bit popular around these times, but don't just say that Kai just dropped this the hottest shit out. Like actually take the time to appreciate that shit, knowing that I like I said, this shit is 8 months, 8, 9, 10, 11 months. Even some of these songs 11 months old. Like actually take the time to appreciate this shit.
So talk about the listening party. I see you had Meek there, you had the Morris twins there. Like you had a lot of faces popping out for you, man, and support.
It was a great experience. I've been around all of them on different occasions. We speak often. So it wasn't like, I mean, it was a great experience. I can't take nothing away from it. Everybody do things such as that, but I can say just the overall party was it was just different. Largo set it all up. He brought out the faces. And I just put on a fucking show. That's something that I've been working on, like studying like great performers actually, because that's not a part of what I wanted to be or do.
Right.
But I realized how big of a part that play in me being and doing exactly what I planned to, you know. Yeah. So I took it real serious. It was a great experience, and you know it's going to be a whole lot more to come. I got so much shit done in a short amount of time. So I don't get enough time to actually take it in and be grateful for a lot of things, because I'm a workhorse. I don't feel like I'm at the place where I'm supposed to be taking my time. I don't feel like I'm there yet.
Still more work to do.
A whole lot more.
So last question before we get out of here, man. What's your message for the youth, like, and for younger kids coming up after you that might have how can I say this? Like they see you as like this big public figure, or they look up to you in a sense. Like, what's your message to them? Because, like, for some people, they may listen to your music and they looking for the message within it. Like, they looking to connect. Like, maybe you've been through something they've been through. Maybe they can just relate to your music. Maybe it's just, it feel good to their ears just listening to the way the beat bang and the way your voice ride on the beat. But, like, what's your message to the youth? Like,
this just the youth that come from, like, communities as I did, because there's a whole lot of kids. There's a whole lot of kids in this world, but this is just a message for the kids that may got similar backgrounds, that like similar backgrounds to me. Like, I think y'all should start becoming more comfortable with exploring, like, cause like a lot of people grow past even the age that I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck I am and who I'm supposed to be. You can't want something for yourself in private and be like, the longer you being somebody else to the public eye, the more of a who you gonna be. The more you in a who you gonna be when behind closed doors. Just being yourself. Just be comfortable. Just be comfortable in the process of learning who you are. And then when you actually figure out who it is that you is, show it to the world. Don't be scared. Like, it's gonna be a hell of a lot of people that may not like the person that you are at the beginning. But whether you being this person, whether you faking, whether you being this person that you think majority of the people gonna love, it's still gonna be a lot of people that don't like that person. So I would suggest that a lot of y'all just take the time to figure out who y'all are, and when y'all actually do, learn to be comfortable with that person that you realize that you are, and share it with the world. Because just like it's gonna be some people that hate it, it's gonna be some people that love the fuck out that person that you is. It's not gonna be another person that's like you.
But whatever time they die, it's perfect timing. I was slung, parked up my butt, that shit with me with my rhyming. I don't click up cause my day ones be up with me was flying. I ain't doing nothing for validation cause I'm fine. Everybody calling me when they need someone to lean on cause I'm silent. And I know I'm wrong cause I participate in violence, but I'm telling you should stop it. Before you start it, you should stop it. And I know I'm wrong cause I participate in violence, but I'm telling you should stop it. Before you start it, you should stop it.
And if the control is all on you,